look at the hands, take the cellophane off the box and just ran. Yeah, just to look at the hands, take the cellophane off the box and just ran. Pointers unboxing, pointers unboxing. Pointers unboxing, pointers unboxing.
Hello, it's Cloak and Dagger, and welcome back to Pointless Unboxing. I'm sorry it's been a little while since I put anything out. I've had a few things to deal with. I promise the channel will be back in full swing pretty soon, but this is one I couldn't resist. Now this may not even be an unboxing because I'm not even sure whether this is actually wrapped at all. This is from a company called Vinegar Syndrome, who I was aware of but didn't really start collecting until I saw on one of my fellow YouTubers' channels, Man v Film, fantastic channel if you're into collections and classic films and cult films and things like that. He was putting out a few videos about some of his collections of Vinegar Syndrome, and I just couldn't help but dip my toe, and yes, now I'm spending lots of money on these. And what did I see? A film that I used to love and watch on replay again and again when I was a kid with Henry Thomas, E.T. He's still working in a lot of films now with, what's his name, with Mike Flanagan, a lot of Stephen King related stuff. He's always popping up nowadays, great actor. And this was a film that I absolutely adored when I was a child because it was about a kid that had a father that wasn't around too much, so he became obsessed with an Atari game that he played, and I was very obsessed with Atari video games. I still am a little bit, and sort of ended up, I can't remember if he went into the game or the game became his life or it was all in his head, but he ended up hanging out with the character from the game who he kind of saw as a father figure, and then intrigue and action sort of came about during that. It's a really good kids family type movie with lots of adventure and intrigue and a few scary bits for kids as well, and I just remember loving it and watching it repeat again and again. There's a Atari kind of controller there, there's those die if you're into Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. But what a remarkable looking box set. That's why I'm wasting my time rambling, just so you can see how fantastic this thing looks. I'm not even sure whether it's wrapped at all in any way. I believe it's some sort of magnet here. So I can't tell you the extra features, as you can tell, they're not actually here written, but I'm going to try and open it here. I believe it's, yeah, there we go. I think that's like a magnet there. And wow, look at that. Absolutely phenomenal. So that's from the game, if I remember correctly. With those classic Atari style graphics. And that is an Atari style box, and oh my god, they've even, that's not actually printed on there, that you can feel that is actually on top of the case as if it is an old Atari case, and that is all embossed there as well. That is phenomenal. That is absolutely beautiful, like the actual Atari cartridge itself. So let's put this down for a second and have a look here. I'm so impressed by that. Oh, I do believe there is some unwrapping involved. And there you go, look at that. Wow. We can see now we do have some special features. We have top secret government documents included, all the challenge of the arcade original, a amazing suspense and electrifying gameplay. Now this is actually what the game is meant to have in it, the Cloak and Dagger game, because that's the game that the kids playing becomes obsessed with in the film. I just can't believe I'm actually holding this version of the film. I hadn't seen it on DVD, Blu-ray, anything. I haven't seen this film since I watched it on VHS when I was a kid. Luckily we had the film when I was little, and yeah, so I used to watch it a lot, but I haven't seen it since. I actually probably watch it with my daughter now and she'll just look at me like, what the hell? But yeah, that's about the game itself there, I think. I don't think that is special features. And then we've got who's in the film and directed it, Richard Franklin. Oh my god. So there you go. You can't really go. Henry Thomas and Richard Franklin. I mean, both of these people have gone on to do lots of other great stuff. So, and before. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to move on because I just can't stop looking at that. It's phenomenal. And there's your 4K. 4K! I don't see it, you know, since VHS, and now I'm getting to watch it on 4K. And I apologise for my blabbering on this one because I'm going down a proper nostalgia trip right now. It's insane. So it's a Region A, so if anyone's not got a Region 3 Blu-ray player, it's only going to work on the Americas. It's only work on the American ones, I'm afraid. doesn't say anything about extra features there, but I mean, this box alone is a phenomenal extra feature. Talking of which, what else do we have inside? Let's take that out of there. Game over! Brilliant. Oh my god, I'm loving this box set. This may be one of the best boxes I've ever brought. And we've got a booklet here. The obligatory booklet. No art cards, which makes a change, because come on, do we really need all these art cards? Every box set now that wants to be a special edition just throws a few art cards. There's the man himself in there and it's a special edition, but who really cares about those art cards? As you're going to frame them and put them on a wall, you're going to look at them once, you're going to put them back in the box, and that's it. And there's our man, there's our hero, who, if I remember correctly, looks decidedly like his dad. We're seeing some parallels there and what the film's really about. Oh yes, I remember those characters. I mean, I'm not expecting to watch this film and be like, whoa, it's mind-blowing, it's amazing by today's standards, but I'm expecting a real nostalgia trip. And you never know, it might actually end up being pretty good as well. I hope. That's the cover that was on the VHS that I remember. Oh yes, that was on the VHS. The original cover. Well, the UK one at least. It's quite a substantial book, very nice and glossy. They've made a real effort with this. I remember reading something about some of the stunts that they did with the kids in this film being, nowadays you could not get away of doing it. They put the kids in some really dangerous situations apparently, and sort of stuff that, you know, the safety boards or whatever related to movie making now would just never approve of these days. It's meant to be quite an exciting thing. I mean, the kids probably would have loved it at the time. I'm not sure if their parents would appreciate it so much, but then again, you would imagine they would have asked their parents. There you go. Bye! Hello, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Why not give it a like? Hey, subscribe. Maybe give it a thumbs up. Maybe tell a friend. Help the channel out a little bit. And if you haven't had enough of my stupid voice, why not come and check me out on Spotify on my podcast? It's called Pointless Podcasting. That's on Spotify. And I talk about more than just movies, games, music, just anything I can shake my nerdy stick at, sometimes with guests. It's kind of an improvised comedy podcast. And in the meantime, why not check out some other videos on here? I've got some music videos and some comedy things and trailers and other stuff. Until then, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you soon on the next Pointless Unboxing.